Hey guys, Magma, and today we're back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about Injustice 2. Now there's been an exciting update that's come out just for this game today, and this is really the last big hurrah for the game, as Injustice 2 has been, going on for a while. All the DLCs come out, and now we have the big Legendary Edition, or Legendary Update as you will, for pretty much it adds in a lot of new stuff. Now we're just going to go by this, bit by bit. Now first and foremost, what is Legendary Update or Legendary Edition? Legendary Edition, first of all, is Injustice 2, right? But all the DLC is on there. It's pretty much the full version of Injustice 2. You can buy it. It's going to be available in a physical copy soon, as just pretty much like a Game of the Year edition. That is what it is. But also adds in new gear and, of course, more stuff. But you don't have to buy the Injustice 2 Legendary Edition to actually have access to all this stuff, okay? Because this, for normal owners, it'll just be just a normal update or patch. That is how this is going to work. So you do not need to buy the Legendary Edition physically. You do not need to buy anything, okay? So that's important to get into your head. There is now a new level cap, which I mentioned just a little before, and that is increasing from level 20 to level 30. Now this is a pretty big increase by 10 levels, so now you see on like the multiverse, it'll be like level 25 or level 30. There'll be all this new gear that's coming out for levels over 20, and that's when it's new gear, okay? And some of this new gear we can get into. Of course, there's a lot of new gear that's being added in now, more that's going to be added in over the weekend. And yeah, it's really exciting, but first and foremost, we're just going to pretty much show off all the gear. That's really the main ones, right, that everyone's kind of focusing on right now. But also, before we move on from the news of the, of course, level cap, there's also regen tokens. Now, since, there's this massive change with the level cap system and all this gear being added for like level 30 gear, NetherRealm Studios is converting all unused regen tokens into credits. When this update basically dropped, I, went into the game, and that's basically what happened. So it just kind of converts to credits. That's pretty much the way of, instead of really introducing a new currency, they just got rid of all the old tokens, and you earn new regen tokens. Now get gear from level 1 to 30 instead of level 1 to 20, as it used to be with the old tokens. So that currency, just get rid of all those old tokens that are unused. And new gear sets. Now one of them I'll start off is Green Arrow finally has a hood. Oh yes, everyone's been asking for this for a while, and honestly, I was kind of surprised it wasn't there on day one, because it's kind of obvious, you got Injustice 2, a fighting game with gear for characters, and you have a character like Green Arrow. You think an easy piece of gear would just be a simple hood, as many versions of Green Arrow has a hood, but for some reason it took them like a full-on year to do this. I have no idea, NetherRealm, what were you thinking? But here we finally have it as the Legendary Update, and this is actually in the multiverse, a part of the entire DC CW TV universe thing, where you can go into the Arrow multiverse and you actually get the hood, which is pretty neat. I actually really like the Green Arrow gear, and you can actually see the entire, multiverse there. I'll show a picture of the gear right now, and personally, let's start off with, of course, Green Arrow looks awesome. Already mentioned that with the hood and everything. And then we also have the Flash, who just, okay, look, I'm gonna admit this, Flash looks like ass. Okay, he doesn't look too good. I don't know what they like. And also, most of these don't even look like the CW stuff. Like, it's only really Green Arrow that looks like it. Supergirl isn't actually too bad. I actually kind of like Supergirl's. Brainiac, ooh, that is pretty nice. And I think that's actually the official shader, not like just the normal shader, not like a shader that is specified on that, little promo image. So I'm really happy with Brainiac's look. And of course, that's for the Krypton premiere, because that show coming out. And there's one for Firestorm for Legends of Tomorrow. My personal two favourites from this would have to be Green Arrow, Brainiac, and also like Supergirl. The other ones, I don't care about them. I never even play as Firestorm, so I don't really care about, stuff to do with his gear. And also, another part of the update is more inventory slots. So at level 25, players receive 25 more inventory slots to stash their gear, which means less gear gets put into your, just kind of scrapping it. And honestly, I have a problem with Injustice 2 now, where I have a lot of overflow with my gear, because I have a lot of characters I just never play as, like Cheetah, and I have a bunch of overflow in her, like a bunch of level 1 gear. And I'm like, dude, I never play as Cheetah, I don't care, so I kind of just let that go on. Same thing with characters like Deadshot, I don't bother with them. They're kind of boring characters to me. So yep, I said it, and I'll let them characters. Sorry to any cheater players or Deadshot players out there. And there's also an augment slot here, so at level 30 a character will gain access to an augmented slot and a batch of augments to use. Augments are kind of like abilities, kind of got me a little confused when I saw an extra one on the ability section was actually augments. So they're similar in how they have the same, like dedicated slot to them, but they're not specialized like abilities and can offer a variety of different buffs in battle. This includes increased XP after battle, increased gear drops for your character, and increasing the damage output when your health is below 25%. The thing I just wanted to talk about is the Legendary Multiverse. Now, people have wanted this, is all the DLC characters had their own Legendary Multiverse towers, which personally I never, I can never really find the time to do the Legendary Multiverses. It's just a lot of time to put into your hands, hours of grinding for this gear. And I'm like, geez, I am not even going to bother with that. Like, my god. I could be doing other stuff in that time, and I could be probably making more videos instead of trying to grind for Legendary Multiverse. But for people who actually do, that's pretty cool. You get all the DLC characters, and we've already seen two of them, which are Starfire and Raiden, which is showed on the Watchtower stream. Starfire's gear has a specific thing where you can kind of move the beam, and Raiden has a thing where it has the entire move, kind of like a Superman move kind of thing, where he turns into a little dragon, bites you down, but also does this moving thing. You can see in the footage yourself. And really finally, to finish off this video, there's a new tutorial mode added, and this new tutorial mode will help casuals into more competitive players. Now, you may be confused, like, oh, a tutorial, why do we need a new tutorial? This one's actually way more in depth, okay? It covers more things, like it covers the basics, but also advanced mechanics, even combat strategies, and also zoning, all these things. So it gets really in depth with the tutorial, and of course you do earn source crystals, so it is worth your time to actually at least check it out. And you also get specific Batman, new Batman gear for doing that. So it's really cool, definitely worth the time if you ask me, just to get gear and source crystals. It's always worth it. And also, actually, one thing I forgot to mention is of course, the two really cool gear that, of course, there's plenty more epic gear that's in the game that I just can't be bothered looking up. There's a lot. But yeah, here I just want to showcase the Batman Hellbat gear. It looks like it's based off the Hellbat gear from the comics, and I have to say, oh my god, I want this. I want to get this gear, okay? My Batman gear, I'm really happy with my billionaire's cowl, all that, but oh boy, I think this might be my main Batman gear if I can, get a hold of all these gear pieces. That would be really awesome. Like, Jesus. The shading on, of course, can you imagine the shaders you could be using on this piece of gear? It looks fantastic. Like, that's all I have to say. It is pure orgasm material. It's just orgasmic. And when we have that cool ass shader, then we have the opposite side, which is the Bruce Wayne Premier skin. Oh, what were they thinking? Okay, like, it's cool that they added new stuff to Injustice 2, like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne Premier skin, but there was not enough time. Like, you can tell when I was looking at some gameplay for the Bruce Wayne Premier skin, and there's just, like, some of the intros look a bit off, the facial animations kind of look weird, since, of course, this is the Bruce Wayne Premier skin. And also, what's with his wings, because he's wearing a suit, right? And he starts with the intro, and you don't see, like, he has these kind of, like, Spider-Man wings. I have no idea what that's about. It just all looks kind of weird. No idea why that happened, unless someone requested it. I don't think anyone really asked for it, but hey, there you go. No big deal. But that's pretty much the end of this video, so yeah, after this, I think all you have is really, like, an Easter egg multiverse for Injustice 2. They'll kind of, I imagine they'll keep on doing multiverse things until whenever, but this is really the last bit of news for Injustice 2, the Legendary Edition. There's nothing left after this. So I imagine, this is going to be like a big last hurrah for Injustice 2. I'm definitely getting, back into Injustice 2 because of all this stuff, especially the DLC. Mostly for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I've been playing more Injustice 2 recently. Kind of mixing that with Dragon Ball FighterZ. So yeah, I'll definitely be, going back onto Injustice 2. I've already started a bit. Look, I'm currently going for the Green Arrow hood gear. That's what I want. I'm really excited to, start grinding on Injustice 2 for some epic gear, and also get my characters that I want to get to level 30. I'm not going to bother with characters that I play as and get them to level 30. There's just no point. But yeah, definitely get, you know, Green Arrow into level 30, Batman into level 30, you know, a lot of those. So I'm really excited to get back into Injustice 2 to do all of that. But yeah, that is just going to be the end of this video, so, you know, we'll see if anything else happens with Injustice 2, you know, in the cases of my channel. Anyway, it's been Magma Infinity signing out. Peace.